So, welcome Anirban. Good afternoon. Is there any noise behind me?
Slight, sir.
Slight noise. Am I clear to all of you? It is
Yes, sir.
raining outside, and I think there must be some noise in the background. So I will use this microphone for your. Now it's much clear before than before. Is it not?
Sir.
Is it clear now?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. Now please reconfirm.
Yes, sir.
Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. Uh, uh, okay. Where were we? Where were we in the last class?
Sir, we
What we have
completed the
studied? Huh?
introduction part, sir.
We completed the introduction. Is it not?
Yes, sir.
So yesterday, by mistake, I think we are not able to get the recording of yesterday's class. So sorry for that. There was some technical issue, I think, and we are unable to get the recording for last class. So we will see at some place of time. We can repeat those. Okay, that class. And one more point is remaining from that class is the isopathy. The isopathy came in discussion in the footnote. One long footnote is there, and we will take it when we are dealing with the isopathy in normal, when we are going and regarding its explanation in aphorism. Then we will deal that footnote, and at that time only we can go through means that recording is not available. We can repeat that. Okay. Yesterday's class is not that important in view of practical, because that was the discussion of homeopathic observation by the layman and by physicians. Okay. And one thing we have discussed about empirical observations of common people. Okay, how medicines are coming in our materia medica. That was from explanation, empirical observation of the common people. Okay, so let us start with the aphorisms. What you are getting here is Organon of Medicine, the title. Okay, and again a small a is there. A small a is there. Go to appendix. Go to appendix. Small a indicates that something related to that has been discussed in appendix. Go to appendix, see the title. See the title. Okay. There is written something. Now go to the aphorisms, and before that again you will see the title. Go to aphorisms, appendix, where from the concordance table ends and aphorism starts. Got it? Got it? The concordance table. Got it, Anirban?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Rashmi, Komal, have you got that?
Sir, yes, sir.
Okay. That is where the concordance table is ending, and the you are again getting the title to the title. Okay. So this is a mistake here, that that appendix which is in the very beginning and written there title. Okay, that is for the title page. That is for the title page. That should be here. That should be here on the title page. Okay, that should be here on the title page. And this appendix just after concordance table is the real appendix for this page. Okay, organon of medicine, A is being seen, and here the first edition, read the appendix. The first edition only has a second title for aphorism. It is as follows: organon of rational system of medicine. Okay, that is Heliconde, and later on it was rational was dropped and it becomes Helicons. Clear? So this is for academic interest. It is also being asked in our postgraduate examination as well as in the undergraduate examination. Heliconde, Helicons, and what is the difference and what was the title for the first edition and the second edition. So much for this organon of medicine. Okay, this is the title for the aphorisms, and there in the first page what is you are getting title with the name of the author and the motto. Okay, name of the author, and this is this title, first page title, name of organon of medicine, this organon of medicine, name of the author, title translated by this is. So that is for that this here that should be. Now aphorisms has again a title, that is organon of medicine. Just next, the first aphorism. First aphorism bears also an appendix here. Okay, bears also an appendix. First aphorism, that is not that important, so we won't discuss that. That is regarding medicine of experience. Okay, same thing, the medicine of experience started with the same theme. Okay, in the first aphorism many of us have memorized the first aphorism, and it is often the subject of our viva, where from where the viva starts of organon of medicine. What is the mission of physician? And this is the mission of physician. Hahnemann have clearly settled the theme of his book, what is going to be discussed in those books. Okay, and the is caps lock. We have perhaps discussed this, why this the is in cap lock, haven't we? It is in capital. Have we discussed this, why this is in capital? Have we discussed that?
Yes, sir.
No, we haven't discussed that.
Yes, sir. You have.
Okay, why it is capital, why it is in capital?
It's just a style of writing.
Very good. So that seems we have discussed it. Okay, no need to refer that. Then the physician, high and only mission. Physician is physician. Okay, not healer, not doctor. Doctor are of many kind, healer are of many kind. झाड़ फूक वाले को भी healer बोलते हैं. Okay. Hahnemann chooses the word physician. Okay, physician's high and only mission. Mission is being set forth that this is your mission, nothing else, and that theoretic medicine have been discussed in the footnote that this is not your mission. What is your mission? Your mission is curing the sick. Okay, your mission is curing the sick, nothing else. A doctor, after getting degree after 5.5 years, he may be a researcher, he may be a pathologist. Okay, he may choose some management job, he may choose his career depending upon his interest. But if he chooses to be a physician, this is his job. He cannot be a pathologist and a physician at the same time. a researcher and a physician at the same time. We are not undermining the importance of research, but we are telling that you cannot be means technical in research in technical terms. Otherwise, we are doing research as a physician also, giving case reports. That is another thing. Research in technical terms. What we are by scientific research, scientists, people are becoming scientists after doing their MD in homeopathy. They are becoming scientists. So we are not going to indulge in that things if we are going to act as a physician. Okay, this is the mission, to restore the sick to health, to cure as it is termed. And there in the aphorism it has been mentioned that it is the theoretic medicine to search out the cause as a pathologist. Okay, that is not going to help you. And similarly, in modern days, homeopaths are indulging much and much in the philosophical, hyper philosophical examples, hyper philosophical thoughts and explanation. Okay, that is also not needed. We call it theoretic organon. Okay, not, we should not indulge in those things which are not of practical value. That is theoretic organon. We are being indulged in nowadays. Modern homeopathic physicians are being indulged in those. Okay, clear? So this is mission. And open aphorism number 17. Open aphorism number 17. From below its third line. Highest the sole aim. Highest the sole aim of the physician who knows the true object of his mission. Aphorism number 17, नीचे से third line, highest the sole aim. Okay, when disease is annihilated, health is restored, and this is a highest and the sole aim of the physician who know the true object of his mission. Okay, the true object of his mission is this. Now open preface to first edition. Preface to first edition. Second sentence, last paragraph, second sentence. Read this.
The physician who enters on his work in this spirit becomes directly assimilated to the divine creator of the world, whose human creatures he helps to preserve and whose approval renders him thrice blessed.
Okay,
Thrice
this
blessed.
thrice blessed. This is a proverb, means jug jug geo like thing. Okay, thrice blessed. So the physician who knows his aim, that my aim and my sole mission is to preserve the health of the creature of God, and he is working and entering in his profession with this zeal, that is, he is rewarded by the creature, by the creator is rewarded. You may say that I am, sir, I am an atheist, I don't believe in God. Okay, but you believe, you are not believing God, but the atheist, you are not believing in God, but the atheist are believing in some kind of energy also, which is running the which is running the universe, energy which is running the universe, and you are being assimilated to that energy. Okay, you are doing your mission, and you know your mission, and you are doing your job. You will be satisfied and thrice blessed. Okay, so much hyper philosophical explanation for this aphorism. Go to aphorism number 2. What is this? The definition of cure. What is highest ideal of cure? Read it.
The highest ideal of cure is rapid, gentle, and permanent restoration of the health, a removal and annihilation of the disease in its whole extent, in the shortest, most reliable, and most harmless way, on easily comprehensible principles.
Okay, so rapid, we may have discussed what is rapid here. Have we discussed what is rapid here?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. So, anyone can explain what is rapid here?
Sir, it's a relatable term you have said.
Which is related to?
The relatable term means relatable to the
It is
course of the
it is
disease.
a relative term. Okay, this rapid is a relative term. That means, tell me that a person is suffering rapid and shortest. What should it be? A person is suffering from migraine for 6 years, and you cure him for in 6 months. Do you call it rapid?
Yes, sir.
Why?
Sir, in comparison to the course of the disease that he had, and we cured it in 6 months, is a like relative time
It
that we
is
have
in
taken.
proportion to the duration. Open aphorism number 142. Open aphorism number 142. Okay. I think it is
149.
149. Aphorism number 149. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, seventh line. Read it.
Diseases of long standing and especially such as are of complicated character require for their cure a proportionately longer time.
Underline this: proportionately longer time. So this rapid is a relative term. It is proportion to the duration of the disease. Okay, if a person is suffering from 1 year and you are curing him in 6 months, people are saying no, homeopathy takes longer time. But see how many, whenever patient comes to you and tells you that I am suffering for last 5 to 6 years, then you must tell your patient that if you are suffering from last 6 years, I cannot help you in 6 days. Okay, you have to stick with the treatment for at least 6 to 7 months so that we can get result. Okay, this is the practical thing you should let your patient understand, let your patient know. Otherwise the patient will not stick with you. Tell your patient frankly that jadoo mantar nahi hoga. I have no jadoo ki chhadi. Your disease is like that only. Is it of longer duration? Come with me with a disease of 6 days. I will cure it in 6 hours. Okay. So this is the first thing I want to impress upon you, that this rapid is proportional to the duration of disease. Okay. Next thing I want to say, this rapid is also proportional to the strength of vital force. Okay, to the strength of vital force. Now open preface to fifth edition. Preface to fifth edition. 1, 2, 3, 4, fifth. Fifth line. Go to fifth line. Sorry, fifth, not fifth line, fifth paragraph. Fifth paragraph, seventh line. And now read it.
Cure will be certain and rapid in proportion to the strength with which the vital force will prevail in the patient.
Underline this line. Underline this. Cure will be certain and rapid. Again, rapid term is being used here. In proportion to the strength with which the vital force still prevails in the patient. In proportion, if the vital force has sank down in acute disease too much, bleeding was too much there was too much bleeding, that it will take time to recovery. It will, although the accident was of 2 hours duration, but vital force has sank down very much in that. Okay, or due to mistreatment vitality has go down. Okay, so this type of diseases need longer time where the vitality is low. Okay, be it acute disease where the vitality is low, then you need a longer time, and that is also a rapid in proportion to the vital force is still present in the organism. Clear? I hope this rapid is clear. Okay. Gentle. What is gentle? It should not be harmful. Okay, like leeching, venesection, only those are not cruel treatment. Nowadays, if those treatments, you will see that many of the crude drugs are being applied, resulting in some side effects. Okay, resulting in some dangerous side effects. So this is also not gentle, permanent. That there should not be any relapse. That should be permanent. Restoration of health. From perspective of health, now you are getting an or here. Encircle the or. Encircle the or. It is the definition of highest cure, highest ideal of cure in proportion to the in relation to the health. Just restoring the health in relation to the health. Now after or, there is the definition in relation to disease. Removal or annihilation of disease in its whole extent. Okay, both are same thing. Either you are restoring the health backward, this is the definition in backward fashion, or you are removing the disease, this is the definition in forward fashion. Okay, both are same, two style of writing the same thing. Okay, shortest, again, that is rapid. Most reliable, most harmless, that is again gentle. Okay, this is the new thing, easily comprehensible principle. Okay, this should be, if I can do, you can do. If X at place Y can do this cure, Z at place B can do the same cure with the same principle. Law is fixed. I have shared a case of sickle cord in the senile gangrene. I told there that if I can do this with the sickle cord in the senile gangrene, you can do this also with the sickle cord in this type of cases. And it is easily understandable. Anyone can understand. There are people, there are homeopaths who are doing some complex things which only they can understand. That should not be encouraged. People are there who are using hairs, okay, hair therapy, using hair for treatment. Okay, this is the thing which cannot be understood by common people. They are doing, they are getting results. Okay, this is the thing which is not easily comprehensible. People are doing some wild thing in homeopathy. Okay, these are the thing which is not easily comprehensible. But what the simplest things mentioned in organon of medicine, law of simple, law of single, law of similia, follow these three laws, you are doing your job, which is based on easily comprehensible principle. Anyone can understand and anyone can repeat. When a statement becomes law, which when it is becoming law, when that statement is true for every condition. Okay, that is law. If I can do this, you can do that in a similar fashion. Okay, so this is aphorism number 2. Aphorism number 3, here you will get knowledge of physician. This aphorism number 3 actually encompasses the whole organon of medicine. This aphorism number 3 is encompassing the whole organon of medicine. Okay, just a summary of whole what is being going to be dealt forward. Okay, first you will get knowledge of disease and its indication. Is it not? First read the whole aphorism.
If the physician clearly perceives what is to be cured in diseases, that is to say, in every individual case of disease, knowledge of disease indication, if he clearly perceives
Underline
what
this.
is cured,
Knowledge of disease and its indication.
if he clearly perceives what is curative in medicines, that is to say, in each individual medicine, knowledge of medicinal powers, and if he
Underline
knows
this
how
one.
to adapt, and if he knows how to adapt according to clearly defined principles, what is curative in medicines to what he has discovered to be undoubtedly morbid in the patient, so that the recovery must ensue. To adapt it as well in respect to the suitability of the medicine most appropriate according to its mode of action to the case before him. Choice of remedy, the medicine indicated, as also in respect to the exact mode of preparation and quantity of it required, proper dose, and the proper period for repeating the dose. If, finally, he knows the obstacles to recovery in each case and is aware how to remove them so that the restoration may be permanent, then he understands how to treat judiciously and rationally, and he is a true practitioner of the healing art.
Underline, he is a true practitioner of healing art. This may be a question in your undergraduate examination. Who are the true practitioner of healing art? So you have underlined knowledge of medicine. Next, underline choice of remedy, the medicine indicated. Okay. Next, you are getting exact mode of preparation, repeating dose, proper dose. Okay, these are other, and this is kept in bracket. Knowledge of medicine, knowledge of disease, knowledge of medicine. Then rest of the what have been discussed coming under knowledge of medicine. Okay, so that it is kept in bracket, a line bracket. Choice of remedy, medicine indicated, proper dose, their repetition, which medicine should be given in which potency, which dose. Okay, there at what interval you should remove repeat. Okay, and next, if finally he knows the obstacles to recovery in each case and how to remove them from person in health. Obstacles to recovery should be known, and you can attach to this aphorism number 4 also. He is likewise preserver of health. Physician has two duty. One is to cure, other is to preserve the health. Okay, so if he is likewise preserver of health, if he knows the thing that derange health and cause disease and how to remove them from persons in health. Okay, this is aphorism number 4 can be conjoined with aphorism number 3. Now what we are telling that this aphorism number 3 actually setting what is going to be discussed in next what is to be going to be discussed in ahead. Okay, in organon of medicine, you know that organon of medicine is consisting of again two parts, theoretical part and the practical part. Practical part starts from aphorism number 71. Okay, then up to aphorism number 70, Hahnemann is again elaborating this knowledges. Okay, up to aphorism number 70, again elaborating this little. Okay, after aphorism number 71, from aphorism number 71 onward, or 72 71 onward, Hahnemann is again elaborating in detail this knowledges. Okay, so what is knowledge of disease in general? Two knowledges is coming in knowledge of disease. Okay, knowledge of disease in general, knowledge of disease in particular. Okay, knowledge of disease in general, meaning by that you should know you should have a general idea of disease. What is disease, how it is coming, what are their causation. Okay, this is the general knowledge of disease. Okay, it has been discussed from aphorism number 5 to aphorism number this 18 19. Okay, knowledge of disease in general. Okay, in short it has been discussed here. In short it has been discussed here. Now go to practical part and you will find the knowledge of disease from aphorism number 72 to aphorism number 82. Knowledge of disease in general. Okay, knowledge of disease has been discussed in introduction also. That is knowledge of disease in general. Clear? Again, knowledge of disease in particular. What is knowledge of disease in particular? Knowledge of disease in each individual cases. It has been discussed here throughout up to aphorism number 19. Again mixed up, discussed. It has been discussed in introduction. Individualization. Knowledge of disease in particular. Individualization we have discussed in introduction. We have discussed though. Individualization. Haven't we? That aphorism number 6. Paragraph number 6. Individualization. This is knowledge of disease in particular. Now again, knowledge of disease in particular have been discussed in case taking. In case taking, in each individual cases, what you should know, that is case taking, from aphorism number 83 to aphorism number 104. Okay, that is being discussed. Knowledge of disease in particular. Okay, next, knowledge of medicine. Knowledge of medicine in general. Okay, that is the part of pharmacy. That is the part of pharmacy. And go to aphorism number 264. Aphorism number 264. In practical part of Organon, aphorism number 264 to 271, right there, 264 to 271, knowledge of medicine in general. Okay, knowledge of medicine in general. And we have discussed that an article from Materia Medica Pura, sources of common Materia Medica. Okay, and in somewhat introduction it has been discussed knowledge of medicine in general. Okay, their preparation, their chemical properties, their acidic properties, all these. This is knowledge of medicine in general. Now, knowledge of medicine in particular, can you guess where it has been discussed?
Drug proving.
Very good. This is drug proving from 105 to 145. Okay, 105 to 145. That is for practical part. We forgot to tell you, discuss that. We forgot to discuss that in theoretical part also. This is there up to 145, 105 to 145. This is drug proving, knowledge of medicine in particular. Now, knowledge of medicine in general, it is also been discussed here. Aphorism, knowledge of disease, knowledge of medicine in general, it is also been discussed here in aphorism number 20, aphorism number 21. Okay, aphorism number 20, aphorism number 21. Next few aphorism is dealing with knowledge of in aphorism number 31, 32, 33. Okay, these are knowledge of medicine in particular. Okay, you can say where it has been discussed knowledge of medicine in particular. Combined, you can say aphorism number 21, 21, 20 and 21 is dealing with a knowledge of disease, a knowledge of medicine in particular. And several aphorism after that, we are not pinpointing actually, several aphorism after that are dealing with knowledge of medicine in general. Okay, okay, so now knowledge of medicine encompasses the knowledge of repetition, knowledge of dose. Okay, where the repetition has been discussed, and repetition is totally a practical part, so it has been discussed in practical part of the organon of medicine. Okay, that is the strength of dose. This doses 275 to 287, 275 to 287 doses. Okay, and next 288 to 292 of the 5th edition. We have discussed 5th and 6th in initial lectures. Okay, of the 5th edition is knowledge of doses. Okay, repetition is being discussed at many places. How to give it in mental disease, it is also been discussed there. When to give, how to give. In intermittent disease, when to give, how to give, this is also been discussed there. And particularly from 245 to 251, this is knowledge of repetition. Okay, mode of using medicine. And in note, go to content and see aphorism number 245 to 251. Repetition of the dose. Repetition of the dose. In note, it has been mentioned repetition of the dose. Okay. Okay. So this aphorism number 3. If you are seeing aphorism number 3 in this manner, the whole organon will be opening up to you. Where and what are the different things are being discussed. It will be easy to follow the aphorisms, and it will be easy to remember the aphorisms and remember the parts. We are telling that aphorism number 20 and 21 are dealing with drug proving. Have we ever considered that these are the aphorism dealing with the drug proving? No. Only after meditating on the aphorism number 3 and going through all the aphorisms, we are able to separate these things. Okay. So knowledge of this aphorism number 4. Come to aphorism number 4. There is an article of Hahnemann in lesser writing, Friends of Health. Okay. 1792. Friends of Health. 1792. Hahnemann have discussed many things. You must have remembered when Hahnemann have left the practice, allopathic practice, he writes so many articles regarding controlling of epidemic disease. And at one place, with frustration, he is telling that we have got no medicine except these preserving methods, these tools of hygiene. Okay, and he is advising people to how to preserve these epidemic, preserve this health and prevent this epidemic. Okay, so this is one of the essential knowledge of a physician, preservation of health. And often this question is being asked in our PSM examination, that what is the role of physician, homeopathic physician, as preserver of health? And you will get the mentioning of this thing at several places in Organon of Medicine, like in appropriately named chronic diseases. Okay, the thing which is deranging the health. Okay, like open aphorism number 77. Aphorism number 77. Read it.
Those diseases are inappropriately named chronic, which persons incur who expose themselves continually to avoidable noxious influences, who are in the habit of indulging in injurious liquors or aliments, are addicted to
Underline
dissipation of
avoidable noxious influences. Underline this: avoidable noxious influences. And altogether some causation are mentioned. Just read one by one. Just read them.
who are in the habit of indulging in injurious liquors or aliments, are addicted to dissipation of many kinds which undermine the health, who undergo prolonged abstinence from things that are necessary for the support of life, who reside in unhealthy localities, especially marshy districts, who are housed in cellars or other confined dwellings, who are deprived of exercise or of open air, who ruin their health by overexertion of body or mind, who live in a constant state of worry, and etc. These states of ill health, which persons bring upon themselves, disappear spontaneously, provided no chronic miasm lurks in the body, under an improved mode of living, and they cannot be called chronic diseases.
Okay. This underline inappropriately named chronic diseases. Now underline avoidable noxious influences. Now give Roman 1 to these. Roman 1. Injurious liquors or aliments. What is this? Aliments means drugs. Okay. Number 1. Give Roman 2 to addicted to dissipation. What is dissipation? This is high class of living, lifestyle, overindulgence in indulgence in alcohol, drugs, sexual functions, like this. Dissipation of many kind. Next, give Roman 3 to undergo prolonged abstinence from things that are necessary for support of life. What are things? What are things necessary for support of life? That is nutritional element. Okay, fresh air is not there, fresh sunlight is not there. These are the things which is necessary for support of life. and he is going that not taking proper sleep. These are the necessary for support of life. Next, Roman 4:4 reside unhealthy marshy district localities or marshy district. Number 5, housed in cellars or other confined dwellings. Uh, this deprived of exercise. Number 6, number 7 of open air who ruin their health by overexertion of body and mind. Number 8, next, who live in a constant state of worry. Number 9. These are the 9 things Hahnemann have counted, enumerated, and etc. And etc. is there because you can add by yourself the things which is causing this ruining the health. In modern days, you can, if a person is not sleeping, first you should ask what is his screen addiction. Is he addicted to the screen? Okay. In modern days, one common thing is this: is screen addiction. Constantly looking at phone, scrolling the Facebook, scrolling the YouTube, surfing the internet. These are the modern days. So that modern days things which are ruining the health and can be preserved. Okay. If a person is having dry eye, okay, advise them to use screen guard, advise them to use conscious blinking. Okay, these are the things you should know in order to preserve the health. Okay, and etc. You can add on here. Okay, modern days worries, modern days things. Okay, now underline from here: disappear spontaneously provided no chronic miasm lurks in the body under an improved mode of living, and they cannot be called chronic disease. If a person coming to you for an insomnia, you should not prescribe your medicine before asking that what is his screen habit. Okay, at least ask the patient if he is addicted to screen. Be sympathetic, not be cruel that no, you cannot be cured. Okay, be sympathetic and ask your patient to open the light while he is using the phone. अंधेरा करके रूम में मोबाइल यूज नहीं करेंगे. Ask your patient not to use mobile while in after switching off the light. That is more causing more sleeplessness. Okay, so this is one of the example you can add. Go and add on yourself on your observation. Okay, so this is, and now open what is going to help knowledge of these things which are causing what is there. He is likewise a preserver of health. He knows the things that derange health and cause disease. Knowledge of these things, okay, knowledge of these things is helping you to preserve your patient by patient from ruining his or her health. Okay, so aphorism number, I think, 208. Aphorism number 208. Last line. Last line. Read it.
In like manner, the state of his disposition and mind must be attended to learn whether that presents any obstacle to the treatment or requires to be directed, encouraged, or modified.
Okay, this is obstacle to treatment. Sometime this is also preservation of health. Okay, obstacle to treatment we will read in next aphorism. Okay, now go to aphorism number 52. Last two line. Read that. Two 52. Aphorism number 252. Last two line. Please read it.
and that there is
Yes.
some circumstance in the mode of life of the patient or in the situation in which he is placed that must be removed in order that a permanent cure may ensue.
This is also can be said for preservation of health. Now go to aphorism number 5. Go to aphorism number 5 and read it.
Useful to the physician in assisting him to cure are the particulars of the most probable exciting cause of the acute disease, as also the most significant points in the whole history of the chronic disease, to enable him to discover its fundamental cause, which is generally due to a
Okay,
chronic
wait
miasm.
here. Wait here only. Please wait here only. First part, that particulars of most probable exciting cause. Underline that, most probable exciting cause of the acute disease. For acute disease, you should search out the exciting cause. Okay, underline this. For acute disease, you should search out the exciting cause. Most probable exciting was why most probable? A person getting wet in rain. Okay, a person is suffering from fever, and after inquiring why this fever was there, he told you that I have a quarrel with my boss, and there was a suppressed anger, and I got wet in rain, and I have taken cold drink. Okay, 2 3 circumstances are there, and by symptoms he is giving, you should able to point out what is the most probable cause for this, what can be most probable cause of this. Sometimes the most probable cause is, sometime or most often the most probable cause is the immediate cause, that in the morning he quarreled with the boss, and in afternoon he got wet, and in evening he had taken chilled cold drink, and after that only he is suffering from fever. Sometimes this last cause is often the most probable cause. Okay, but that not necessarily be always. Okay, so you should inquire all the causes most, and should justify which can be most probable exciting cause, and give your medicine according to that. Okay, so this is the uh, for acute disease most probable exciting cause. Next, the most significant point in the whole history of chronic disease, most significant points, underline this, knowledge of most significant point in the whole history of chronic disease. Why it is important to know the most significant points in the whole history of chronic disease, which is enabling him to discover the fundamental cause. Okay, the tendency of a person to suffer from a pattern of disease he is suffering from. Carcinosin has got two cases of carcinosin. You will find that one patient is suffering from lot of acute disease. Okay, and one patient say of same carcinosin medicine will give you no history of acute disease. Okay, no history. I have not suffered a single fever in whole of my life. Okay, so this is one thing, and that is other thing. So knowing the pattern of disease, what sort of disease is there, what sort of disease the person is suffering from, this is important in order to know or discover the fundamental cause. Okay, this fundamental cause, which is generally due to chronic miasm, this fundamental cause is generally, Hahnemann is leaving the space open. Generally there may be some other cause for this fundamental cause, but it is 90%ly or generally may be due to this chronic miasm. Okay, why it is important to know the whole history of chronic disease, most significant point in the whole history of chronic disease, in order to gain the knowledge of fundamental cause. Okay, in these investigation, what are other significant point in the whole history? First, we have told that He is going to study the pattern of disease the person is suffering from, and what are uh, other things, other significant point you need to know are these are in these investigation. Altogether 7 or 8 points have been mentioned. Now read that.
In these investigations, the ascertainable physical constitution of the patient, especially when the disease is
Number
chronic,
one.
his
Number one. Okay.
his moral
Go.
yes, his moral and intellectual character, his
Number two.
occupation,
Number
his
three.
occupation, mode of living and habits,
Four.
his social and domestic relations,
Five.
his his age, sexual
Six.
function, and etc.
Sexual
are
function.
to be taken into
8.
consideration.
Okay. Underline all these, and there are altogether 7 points have been mentioned. We will discuss one by one. Why the physical constitution is important in order to ascertain the fundamental cause? Can you give me some examples? Physical constitution is important in order to ascertain the fundamental cause, whether it's SORA, whether it's syphilis or psychosis, or whether there is a combination of miasms. Okay. Can you give me some example? Anyone?
Stop soldier of sulfur patient. Sir. Stop soldier of sulfur.
Okay, that is a stoop soldier of a shoulder of sulfur. Very good. That is one point. Soric patient. No, that is for medicine. Okay, that is also a good point. You can tell that from that is his soric. Okay. Other example. That is more particularly for sulfur patient. Okay.
A tubercular patient will be lean, emaciated.
What you are telling, Anirban?
Sir, hello. Can you hear me?
We are not able to hear you.
Sir, I am
Not
a tubercular patient will be lean, thin, emaciated.
Okay. And by knowing that he is tubercular, how he is going to ascertain the fundamental cause?
If it is tubercular, then we are getting a combination of SORA and syphilis.
Okay, it is combination of SORA syphilis or SORA psychosis. According to Robert, now switch off your mic. Okay. So it is a combination of tubercular diathesis. What Anirban have told, that constitution is lean, thin. Okay. So this is tubercular diathesis, and tubercular diathesis is a combination of SORA and syphilis by most of the author, but it may be SORA and psychosis according to J. Allen. Okay. That is why we have two medicine, basilinum and tuberculinum. Some author told that tuberculinum is more syphilitic, syphilis and SORA, and basilinum is more psychosis and SORA. Write it down somewhere that this is the point of difference between tuberculinum and basilinum. One of the point of difference, many authors like Boric will tell you that there is no difference between tuberculinum and basilinum. But many authors like Boric will tell you this, that there is no difference between tuberculinum and basilinum. But many authors will tell you that tuberculinum is more syphilitic and basilinum is more psychotic. Okay. So by constitution, you are fixing the miasm. By dissymmetrical faces. Have you seen the dissymmetrical faces? If I get something, some faces, I have pictures of my patient who are having dissymmetrical faces. Half of the faces of other kind, half of the faces of other kind. This is called dissymmetrical faces. Okay, this is indicative of syphilitic. If you are getting some congenital defect in your patient, okay, cleft lip, high arched palate, cleft palate, okay, Hutchinson's teeth. These are the constitutional indicated the syphilitic predominance. Okay, if you are getting a pyramidal face, you will get pyramidal faces. Okay, I have some pictures of my patient who are having exact pointed chin. What is pyramidal faces? Pyramidal faces is pointed chin. It is of soric patient. Okay, you are getting some delicate patients with long eyelashes. A beautiful patient. It is of more tubercular diathesis, more syphilitic and SORA. Okay, thin hair, brittle nails. Okay, these are indicating syphilis. Okay, ridges on the nail, these are of constitution. These are the part of constitution. What is constitution? Physical and mental makeup of a patient, of a person, is called constitution. Physical and mental makeup of a patient is called constitution. Okay, so physical makeup, mental makeup. Okay, patient, whether patient is dishonest, whether patient is confused, whether patient is suspicious, all these are pointing out towards a particular fundamental cause. Okay, toward a particular chronic miasm. Psora, syphilis, psychosis, like this. Ridges in the nail is indicative of psychosis. Brittle nail is indicative of tubercular diathesis, that is psora and syphilis. Okay, dishonesty, confusion is more indicative of psychosis. Okay, dullness is more indicative of psychosis. Okay, so this is the physical constitution. Physical, more particularly Hahnemann is telling physical constitution. Mental makeup is coming, moral and intellectual character. We have discussed with this physical constitution. Constitution, if only constitution is mentioned, it means physical and mental makeup. Okay, and we have discussed both his moral and intellectual character. It is also indicating a particular miasm, a particular fundamental cause. And what fundamental cause, and what is the importance, significance of knowing this? You are getting to fundamental cause, and the selection of medicine can be narrowed down. Okay, clear? Same thing, his occupation, his mode of living, his habit, his social and domestic relation can point out to a particular miasm. We will discuss in later classes, have in tomorrow class. Okay, have anyone having any question? We can discuss in next 5-minute time. I have next third batch class, so that I can not prolong this class much. Anyone having any question? So thank you for giving your attention for 1 hour. I am very thankful to you. We will meet next day. And Yasira and Trisha are requested for giving their postal address, sending their postal address at OrganonEasy@gmail.com to send them the book they have won. Okay, and sorry for the technical error for the last day. That class has not been recorded. Okay, you can refer the next classes, and we can at some point of time we can give extra class for that missed class. Okay, thank you.